Short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, are increasingly recognized as central mediators between the foods we eat, the trillions of microbes inhabiting our gut, and our overall metabolic health. Among these SCFAs, acetate, propionate, and butyrate. Butyrate stands out as a powerhouse for gut protection and metabolic harmony. It's more than just a microbial byproduct. It is a signaling molecule, an energy source for gut cells, and a modulator of systemic inflammation, making it a linchpin in the relationship between diet, microbiome, and long-term health. Exploring how we can naturally boost butyrate production through specific foods opens the door to tangible, positive lifestyle interventions that have ripple effects throughout the body. Butyrate is primarily produced when gut microbes ferment indigestible fibers and resistant starches that reach the colon intact. These microbial processes result in butyrate concentrations high enough to directly nourish colonocytes, the cells lining the gut, and strengthen the intestinal barrier. This is significant because a robust gut barrier prevents leaky gut, a condition where microbial fragments and endotoxins cross into the bloodstream, triggering low-grade systemic inflammation linked to obesity, insulin resistance, and cardiovascular risk. By keeping the gut lining healthy, butyrate helps maintain immune tolerance, reduces intestinal inflammation, and supports proper nutrient absorption, benefits that cascade beyond the digestive tract into liver, brain, and metabolic systems. Beyond its structural role, butyrate acts as a signaling molecule that influences gene expression and hormone release. It can activate receptors such as GPR41 and GPR43 on intestinal cells, affecting appetite regulation, fat metabolism, and even glucose homeostasis. This means that consuming foods that feed butyrate-producing microbes has systemic consequences. It can help modulate postprandial glucose spikes, improve insulin sensitivity, and potentially lower circulating inflammatory markers. Importantly, butyrate's effects are not limited to adults. Emerging evidence suggests its presence in early life diets helps shape long-term microbiome development, immune system education, and metabolic resilience, showing that dietary choices today can have long-term protective effects. Certain foods have emerged as particularly effective in promoting butyrate production because of their fiber composition, polyphenol content, and resistance to small intestinal digestion. Pistachios, for example, are uniquely prebiotic. Their combination of fermentable fibers, resistant starch, and bioactive polyphenol creates an ideal substrate for microbial fermentation. In controlled studies, pistachio consumption has been associated with increases in beneficial butyrate-producing taxa, such as Faecalibacterium prosnitziae and Roseburia species. Legumes, including lentils, chickpeas, and black beans, are another robust source of fermentable carbohydrates. Their slowly digestible starches reach the colon and fuel butyrate production, while also providing protein, minerals, and polyphenol that synergistically enhance microbial diversity. Whole grains, such as oats, barley, and brown rice, contribute resistant starch and beta-glucans that are readily metabolized by colonic bacteria, increasing butyrate and reinforcing the gut barrier. Even certain vegetables, like asparagus, onions, garlic, and leeks, supply inulin-type fibers that selectively nourish butyrate-producing bacteria, adding another layer of dietary strategy for gut protection. The beauty of butyrate production is that it represents a direct, tangible way to connect eating habits with measurable metabolic outcomes. Regularly including foods rich in fermentable fibers doesn't just shift microbiome composition, it encourages a metabolic environment where SCFA concentrations are optimized to reduce inflammation, improve lipid and glucose handling, and maintain intestinal integrity. Furthermore, these foods often come with additional nutritional benefits: protein from legumes, healthy fats from nuts, micronutrients, and polyphenol that amplify systemic health effects, making a fiber-focused, microbiome-friendly diet an elegant, multi-pronged approach to wellness. Timing and food combinations also influence SCFA outcomes. Consuming resistant starches with polyphenol-rich foods, for instance, may enhance microbial fermentation and butyrate production. Similarly, pairing legumes or whole grains with fermented foods introduces both substrates and probiotic species, creating an environment where SCFA producers can flourish more effectively. Small, regular portions across meals may further stabilize SCFA levels, supporting consistent gut barrier function and metabolic signaling throughout the day. This layered, strategic approach reflects the nuanced interplay between diet, microbial ecology, and host physiology. What stands out is that butyrate's benefits extend beyond disease prevention. They contribute to vibrant, everyday wellness. By maintaining gut integrity, improving nutrient absorption, and supporting systemic metabolic regulation, butyrate helps the body perform optimally, from more balanced energy levels to enhanced cognitive focus and resilience to stress-induced inflammation. In essence, fostering butyrate production is not just about preventing illness. It's about optimizing the body's inherent systems through naturally nourishing, microbiome-friendly foods. In conclusion, butyrate illustrates how the foods we eat can directly sculpt our microbial environment to promote both gut and systemic health. By prioritizing pistachios, legumes, whole grains, and other fiber-rich, prebiotic foods, we provide the microbiome with the tools to produce this vital SCFA. The result is a fortified gut lining, balanced metabolic signaling, reduced inflammation, and a microbiome that thrives on diversity, demonstrating the elegant, science-backed synergy between diet, microbes, and human health. This approach is practical, sustainable, and profoundly empowering. Through everyday food choices, we can actively cultivate the microbial allies that support long-term wellness and metabolic vitality.